Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for One Punch Man, episode number 3. So we start off with the backstory to the main guy of the House of Evolution. We find out that he started all of this when he was 15 years old, basically working on this race from a very young age, and he became a scientist, worldwide known. He got many awards, and he was just known, very well known for his research and theories. But no one ever wanted to fund his projects because they was deemed too dangerous. And what he'd been trying to do is basically his end game was to surpass human evolution, create creatures that surpassed the standards, the pinnacle of humans. And we also find out that he's after Saitama because he wants to study his body, because so far he is a human that has surpassed the limits of human possibilities. And that's why this guy, his name was Gen Us, wanted to capture Saitama so he can study him, so he can help him further further expand his research. This has all been told to us by the guy who is third in command of the house, not third in command, third strongest fighter of the House of Evolution. And so once they hear all of that, they then decide, yo, we need to go deal with this House of Evolution. If they're going to come after us, we need to go deal with them. Well, Saitama is saying this, that they need to go deal with them. So they decide that they're going to go over there now because it's most convenient for them. So they decide to go over there now. Janus, he finds out that they're on their way straight away, basically, and he just sets up some traps in the House of Evolution, and he's saying, last case scenario, we're going to let out the number one fighter, which his name was Carnage something. I can't remember what his name was right now. But they said, yeah, last case scenario, we'll let him out and we'll just let him do what he's got to do. And he was hyped up so much. All the other oh yeah, we find out that how Janus, part of his research, led to him cloning himself. So there's loads of clones of him roaming about within the House of Evolution. But yeah, we find what I was saying, Carnage was hyped up so much. We got the clones. They're so afraid of him. And then we later find out that he's just killing clones left, right, and center. He's uncontrollable, blah, blah, blah. And he just hyped up so much. But when Saitama and Genos, they ran to the House of Evolution. And this is where we find out that Saitama can't fly, which kind of caught me by surprise because I swear we've seen him fly before, but no, that's not the case. He can't fly. He states himself, humans can't fly. So yeah, they ran to the House of Evolution, and we had this. I thought we was going to go through the House of Evolution and see all these traps that were set up. Genos, he blew away the House of Evolution just like that, just one blast. So we know that Genos' DC capabilities is enough to destroy an 8-story high building. We'll stay in the episode. So yeah, so once they destroy the building, they find out there's a basement, and they go into this basement, and that's where they run into Carnage and the scientist. So Carnage, he first fights Genos, and he has an easy time dealing with him. Fairly easy time, but it was a nice fight to see. We got to see some more capabilities of Genos, and we got to see a new move, which was like a Gatling gun punch, I do believe it was. But Genos wasn't enough to deal with Carnage. He's easily defeated. So it then it's then led to Saitama to deal with it, and Saitama seeing Carnage fight Genos, he does get a little bit hyped up, and he just says to Carnage, yo, do not disappoint me. Do not disappoint me. But when Carnage and Saitama finally get to fighting, Carnage goes in for a bang, and that's when he gets really afraid of Saitama, and he's like, yo, he's shaking. He has to back off. He's shaking. He's just shook. He senses the danger. he knew that if he attacked, he was going to be dead. He sensed the danger immediately, and he just really shook about that. And he's like, "Yo, how are you so strong? How did you get so strong? How are you so strong?" And Genos wants to know the same thing as well. And then in comes the scientist, and he's like, "Yeah." And then I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna find out so soon. How did you get so strong?" I was literally like, I'm listening, I'm reading the subtitles. Go on, tell me, Saitama, how did you get so strong? And it's like, you guys want to hear it, yeah? And it's like, alright, cool, I'll tell you. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10k run, 3 meals a day, every day, 3 years straight, you'll be as strong as me. And I was like, really? I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say to you guys, this is gonna be my last video because I gotta dedicate myself to this training so I can be as strong as Saitama. But I don't wanna go bold though. But yeah, that's how you said he's got strong, but Genos doesn't believe it. So but Saitama says this is how I got this strong. So is there another secret or is this all BS? I don't know. I might have to attempt it to find out for myself personally, because if I can get that strong in 3 years, then I'm on that. And I'll come back to YouTube then. But that happens now, and then Carnage goes into Carnage mode, and then he just goes off to fighting Saitama, and he's hitting Saitama left, right, and center. And during this time, Saitama is thinking to himself, he's like, "Yo, if he can stay like this for a week," and he said it'll be like this until next Saturday. That means today is Saturday, and he just gets really angry about the fact that he missed his bargain sale. And yeah, he was more concentrated on that because we still get the one punch, the one bang, the one shot, the one blow, the one whatever, and Carnage is just gone. He's just disintegrated. Well, not disintegrated, but he's in pieces, and he's just done. And that's when Saitama and Genos, they leave because they're gonna try and make the cell before it's done. And that's when one of the last things that I said, and it's said by the scientists, is that maybe you should give up on evolution. So that's making me think, is the House of Evolution done in this story? Like, oh, I'm going to get some new bad guy. If so, what's the point of this guy? But yeah, guys, that is the review. What I can say really is that the humor is still there. Animation is still there, still looking beautiful. I do believe I went last time, and it's just, yeah, still great. I'm really still enjoying this, so I'm gonna keep trend and give this a 3.5-star rating. But like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and take care. Have a nice day.